Govinda. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shivashadi Gaur Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So today is Thursday. It is 22nd of January. It is Madhav Masa or Magha Masa, Shukla Paksham, Chaviti Tithi. So there are no Vishnu events today, but tomorrow it is Vasanta Panchami. There are so many auspicious things are happening. Appearance days and disappearance days as well, apart from Saraswati Puja. And Indian parents who are trying to do with their children to study writing some kind of Om Namo, something like that. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om, and putting some guys in auspicious the Akshitas, like then writing their Aksharabhyasa, it is called Aksharabhyasa. They do generally on the Vasanta Panchami day. Many auspicious things. Apart from no events for today, so we shall move into our daily Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, Maitreya Muni speaking to Vidura. So he was mentioning after Garbhodak Sai Vishnu speaking to the Brahma, giving instructions and also blessing him, and also Brahma wanted to create further. So Lord has mentioned, Sarva Veda Mayenedam Atma Atma Yonina Prajaha Suja Yata Puram Yashamayuna Serite. O Brahma, you create all the living entities as it was before. You have got enough intelligence and you have appeared from me. Atma Yonina Sarva Veda Mayenedham. So you know everything now. So I gave in directions to you. So you create the living entities as it was before. And then Lord has disappeared. Likewise, Maitreya Muni said it to Vidura. Tasma evam jagasraste pradhana purusheshvaraha. Vyajyedam shvena rupena kanjanabha tirodade. Kanjanabha tirodade. The Lord, he has disappeared from the sight of Brahma in the Shvena Rupena in his original form itself. So after with that one, chapter 9, third canto, chapter 9 was completed. So today we are starting third canto, chapter 10, which is about the divisions of the creation by Lord Brahma. So today Vidura, after hearing from Maitreya Rishi, Vidura is inquiring, oh my dear Maitreya Rishi, so after Lord has disappeared from the sight of Brahma, and Brahma is the father of all the planetary systems. How he has created these planetary systems and also so many personalities from his body and his mind. And can you please describe everything from beginning to end and completely clear out all my doubts? Likewise, Vidra is inquiring from Maitreya Rishi. Okay, we are in the Srimad Bhagavatam, third canto, chapter 10, and verse number 1 and 2. Vidaravavasa Antarhite Bhagavate Brahma Loka Pitamaha Rajaha Sadhajja Katida Daihikihi Manasihi Vibhuhu Antarhite Bhagavati. And here Vidra is asking Maitreya, Antarhite Bhagavati. So after the disappearance of Bhagavati, of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Brahma Loka Pitamaha. Brahma, the first created living being, Loka Pitamaha, the grandfather of all planetary inhabitants, Loka Pitamaha. Prajaha Sasarja Katida, Prajaha, the generation, Sasarja, he created, Katida, how many? how he has created different kinds of living entities. Prajaha sasarja katida daihikihi manasihi vibuhu. And from his body, daihikihi, deha, daihikihi, body, manasihi, from his mind, and vibuhu, the great personality. So, how Brahma has created all the living entities from his body, his mind, and who is the grandfather of all the inhabitants of all planetary systems after the disappearance of the Lord. Okay, that is Antarhite Bhagavati Brahmaloka Pitamaha Prajaha Sasarja Katida Daihikihi Manasihi Vibhuhu. The translation Shri Vidra said, "O great sage, please let me know how Brahma, the grandfather of the planetary inhabitants, created the bodies of the living entities from his own body and mind after the disappearance of the Supreme Personality of Godhead." So here Brahma has created the bodies of the living entities, not living entities themselves. They are part and parcel of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And here Lord Brahma's duty is to create the bodies so that living entities, according to their consciousness, they accept one kind of body. Yes, so there is no purport for that shloka. And with the further question extension question is, oh my dear Maitreya Rishi, can you please explain from beginning to end and come clear up all my doubts? Likewise, Vidra's second. ये च मे भगवन् पृष्टाः त्वय्यद्धा बहुवित्तम तान् वदस्व अनुपूर्व्येन चिन्तिनः सर्वसंशयान् and clear out all my doubts. Chintinah sarvasamsayan. Ye च मे भगवान् पृष्टः, and all those, ye च all those, me, by me, Bhagavan, O powerful Maitreya Muni, Prushtaha, inquired. So all the questions inquired by me. So before we come to the chapter 9 and before also chapter 8, Vidra was inquiring. In the chapter 7, all of the inquiries, so many questions Vidra inquired. So now Vidra wanted to hear answers for all those questions from Maitreya Muni. Yechame Bhagavan Prushtaha, all these questions, whatever I have inquired. Tvayadha Bahuvittama, Twayi unto you, Ardha, purpose, Bahuvittama, O greatly learned one, O Maitreya Muni. Tan Vadasva Anupurvyena, and kindly describe all of them from beginning to end. Anupurvyena, Anupurvyena, from beginning to end. Whatever I have asked, kindly describe from beginning to end. And describing in such a way that Chindinaha Sarva Samsayaha. Chintinaha sarva samsayan, and completely eradicate all my doubts. Chintinaha sarva samsayan. Likewise, Vidra is further inquiring. ये च मे भगवान् पृष्टः त्वयद्ध बहुवित्तम तान् वदस्व आनुपूर्व्येन चिन्तिनः सर्वसंशयान्. Translation: O greatly learned one, kindly eradicate all my doubts and let me know of all that I have inquired from you from the beginning to end. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Okay. Can I request Vasilina Mataji, would you like to read the purport, please?
Hare Krishna, dear devotees, please accept my humble obeisances. All goes to Srila Prabhupada. Vidura asked all relevant questions of Maitreya because he knew well that Maitreya was the right person to reply to all the points of his inquiries. One must be confident about the qualifications of his teacher. One should not approach a layman for replies to specific spiritual inquiries. Such inquiries which replied to with the imaginative answers by the teacher are a program for wasting time. Hare Krishna. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you.
Jai. Thank you, Mataji. So here, In the purport, Srila Prabhupada is describing, Vidura asked all relevant questions of Maitreya because he knew well that Maitreya was the right person to reply to all the points of his inquiries. So Maitreya Muni, he has received the knowledge directly from Krishna. So before Krishna was departing from this material world, at the time, Uddhava, he was meeting Krishna in a place where Krishna was sitting under a peepal tree at the Ashwadha tree. So at that time, Maitreya Muni, by his pious activities, by Adhan Sukriti, he came to that point. He was also absorbed in Krishna, so in the thoughts of Krishna. So he came to that point to see, and he was very fortunate to see Krishna in that point of time. And whenever Krishna and Uddhava were speaking, talking each other, Krishna is giving instructions to Uddhava. At that time, Maitreya Muni was present there, hearing all the knowledge. This is Atma Dhyana. When Uddhava inquired, "Oh Krishna, can you please describe about your transcendental situation and everything?" So when Uddhava was inquiring at that point of time, Krishna was so pleasingly mentioning to Uddhava that, "Oh Uddhava, you are most fortunate. You have met me in this place, and previously you were Vasu, and now you are desiring in all your austerities and penances before that you wanted to have association with me personally. So it is not an ordinary thing, but still I have granted to you." And then mentioning, explaining the position of a devotee is higher than all the knowledge. And Maitreya Muni was very attentively hearing all those knowledge. That's why, and also that is one point, how he has received the knowledge. And the second thing is the lineage of Srimad Bhagavatam. Lineage is from the Sankarsana, the four Kumaras. So once upon a time, from the upper planetary systems, they have Ganges river flows from all the three planetary systems. They have taken a dip in the Ganges river in the upper planetary systems and went down to the Patala Loka, where going down to where Lord Sankarsana is situated. Okay, and then when they went there, they have received all the Bhagavatam from the Sankarsana. And then later on, these four Kumaras, they spoke this Srimad Bhagavatam to Sankhya Muni. And later on, Sankhya Muni spoke to Parashara Muni and Bruhaspati. And Parashara Muni spoke Bhagavatam, same Bhagavatam to Vyasadeva and Maitreya Muni. So Maitreya has received knowledge from Parashara Muni. And Maitreya and Vyasadeva, they are friends. They're of the similar age. Okay, so likewise, Maitreya is the authoritative person. So he was the right person to reply to all the points of his inquiries. He is in the Guru Parampara. He is in the right knowledge. So one must be confident about the qualifications of his teacher. And one should not approach a layman for replies to specific spiritual inquiries. So this is, one must approach bona fide spiritual succession where you receive the knowledge as it is without adding or subtracting. One should not add any mental speculations or assumptions like that to the Shastras. Whatever the Shastras is, if there is one statement, there must be one verse from the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, or Vedas, or Puranas in supporting to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. There are so many scriptures we have got, but everything must align to the what Krishna speaks. That is in the mode of goodness. There are Puranas, and for example, Linga Purana, Shiva Purana. There are, it may describe that Lord Shiva is the great. In Devi Purana, Goddess Parvati or Durga is the great, like that. But it gives illusions. It gives illusions. For it is for the based on the people's consciousness. In the Padma Purana, it is described the six Puranas for the people in the mode of goodness, or these Puranas are in the mode of goodness, and six Puranas for in the mode of passion, and also for the people in the mode of passion, and six Puranas for people in the mode of ignorance. It is to gradually bring, and some Puranas, they say directly support what Krishna speaks in the Bhagavad Gita. They're all aligning to each other. And any other Puranas which are separating and making the person far away from Krishna, that is said to be in the illusion. Lord Shiva says the same statement to Mother Parvati. Okay, he says, whatever I speak, O Parvati, if it is aligning to the Vishnu scriptures, then Vishnu scriptures is the authority. It is to be accepted. That is in the mode of goodness. If there is anything which I speak, which is not aligning to the Bhagavad Gita, to the scriptures of Vishnu, whatever Vishnu said, it is opposite to that, then it is understood that it is in the illusion. That is again, it is described in the same Lord Shiva said in the Padma Purana to Mother Parvati. So this is Dharmam Sakshat Bhagat Pranitam. Dharma and those instructions only can be spoken by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, not by anyone else. And that knowledge will be coming from bona fide. Evam parampara praptam imam rajasya viduhu sakale namahata yogo nastaha parantapa. That knowledge must be preserved as it is. And whenever due to the time and due to the succession, somewhere if it is lost, then Lord again appears and then he re-speaks. So even though this Imam Vivaspate Yogam Proktavan Aham Avyayam Vivaswan Manave Praha. So likewise, when Krishna says to the sun god and then sun god to Manu and then Manu to Ikshvaku like that, this is Evam Parampara Praptam. After that, it was lost. And again, Lord spoke to Arjuna again in the Kurukshetra battle 5,000 years ago. Similarly, the Sankhya philosophy also. Yesha Atmapato Abhyaktaha Nastaha Kalena Bhuyasa Tam Pravartitum Deham Imam Vidhi Mayabhritam. Oh, Mother Devhuti, he says to, sorry, Kaddama Prajapati. Oh, my dear father, Kaddama, the Sankhya philosophy which has been lost. This is Yesh Atmapato Abhyaktaha Nastaha Kalena Bhuyasa. This transcendent knowledge was lost. Again, I have taken this body to propound the Sankhya philosophy. Likewise, he also mentions. So, but knowledge is always there. Once again, if it is to be revived, it is only by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And from there, again, the devotees of the Lord, they will take that knowledge and then propagate, like Vyasadeva, and then Sukadeva, like that Suta Goswami through the Puranas, that lineage again. Vyasadeva has preserved all Shri Mahabharat. This is part of the Mahabharat. Mahabharat is the Itihasa, the historical event which has happened recently. Puranas are all the very old histories. Okay, so one must quote what he is speaking, how it is aligning to the scriptural injunctions, who spoke, how the knowledge is coming. So there must be a lineage. Otherwise, if he says, I assume, I think, it is my opinion, my thoughts, that should be discarded. It will give only a distraction and utpatayaiva kalpate. Shruti smriti puranadi pancharatri vidhim vina. I can't ki harer bhakti hi utpatayaiva kalpate. Rupa Goswami says it is utpatayaiva kalpate. There is a calamity for the spiritual life. If it is not aligning to the Shruti Smriti Puranadi. And such inquiries, when replied with imaginative answers by the teacher, are a program for wasting time. Okay, otherwise it is a wasting time. Okay, likewise, Prabhupada is describing here. So here Vidura wanted to hear directly from Maitreya Muni because he is the authoritative person to speak. Okay, that is from Srimad Bhagavatam. ये च मे भगवान् पृष्टः त्वयद्धा बहुवित्तमान् तान् वदस्व अनुपूर्वेण चिन्तिनः सर्वसंशयान्. Okay, so can I request devotees kindly take a chance to recite along with me. Keeping both shlokas at one page. They will repeat line by line. Vidura uvacha
Vidura uvacha
antarhite bhagavati
Antarhite
bhagavati
brahma loka pitamahah
Brahma Loka
loka
Pitamahah
pitamaha
prajaः sasarja katida
sasarja katida
दैहिकीः मानसीः विभुः
दैहिकीः मानसीः विभुः
ये च मे भगवन् पृष्टः
ये च मे भगवन् पृष्टः
त्वयद्धा बहुवित्तम
Yatha Bahuvittama
तान् वदस्व अनुपूर्व्येन
Anvadasvanupurvena
चिन्तिनः सर्वसंशयान्
Chintina Sarvasanchyan
सर्वसंशयन्
Again. विदुरुवाच
उवाच
अन्तर्हिते भगवति
Antarhite Bhagavati
ब्रह्मा लोका पितामहः
Brahma Loka Pitamahah
प्रजाः ससज्जा कथिता
Prajaha
ससर्ज
Sasarjakatitha
दैहिकीः मानसीः विभुः
Dehiki Manasi Vibhu
ये च मे भगवान् पृष्टः
Yecha me Bhagavan Prishta
त्वयद्धा बहुवित्तम
Tvayatha Uttama
तान् वदस्वानुपूर्व्येन
Tan
वदस्वानुपूर्वेण
Vadasvanupurvena
चिन्तिनः सर्वसंशयान्
Indina Sarvasanchyan
सर्वसंशयन्
Sayan
once more विदुरुवाच
Viduruvacha
वाच
अन्तर्हिते भगवति
Antarhite Bhagavati
ब्रह्मा लोका पितामहः
Brahma Loka Pitamaha
प्रजाः ससज्ज कतिधा
Praja Sasarjakatitha
दैहिकीः मानसीः विभुः
Dehiki Manasi Vibhu
ये च मे भगवान् पृष्टाः
Yecha
ये
me
च मे
Bhagavan
भगवान्
Prishta
पृष्टाः
त्वयद्ध बहुवित्तम
Tvayartha
त्वयर्थ
Bahuvittama
बहुवित्तमः
तान् वदस्वानुपूर्व्येन
Tan Vadasvanupurvena
येन
चिन्तिनः सर्वसंशयान्
Indina
दीनः
Sarvasanchyan Sayan
Very beautiful. Can I request devotees kindly take a turn to recite? Rasya Mataji, would you like to go first?
Hare Krishna विदुरुवाच अन्तर्हिते भगवती ब्रह्मलोका पितामहा प्रजाससर्ज कतिधा देहिकीर्मानसी विभु ये च मे भगवान् पृष्टा त्वयि अर्था बहुवित्तमा तान् वदस्वानुपूर्वेण छिन्दिना सर्वसंशयान् थैंक यू हरे कृष्ण
Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. Radhaseka Mataji, please.
विदुर उवाच अन्तर्हिते भगवती ब्रह्मलोकपितामहा प्रजः सर्सच्च कतिदा दैहिकीर्मानसिर्विभुः ये च मे भगवान् पृष्टास्त्वयि अर्था बहुवित्तमः तन्वादास्वानुपूर्वेण चिन्दीना सर्वसंशयान्.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. Swarup Prabhuji, please.
विदुर उवाच अन्तर्हिते भगवती ब्रह्मलोका पितामहः प्रजाः ससर्ज कतिदा दाहिकीर्मनसिर्विभुः ये च मे भगवान् पृष्ठा तय अर्थ बहुवितमा तन्वदस्वनुपूर्वेण छिन्दिना सर्वसंशयान्.
Very nice. Thank you, Prabhuji. Saranya Mataji, please.
हरे कृष्ण विदुर उवाच अन्तर्हिते भगवति ब्रह्मलोकपितामहः प्रजाः शास्त्रज कथिता दैहिकीर्मानसीर्विभुः ये च मे भगवान् पृष्टः त्वयि अर्था बहुवितमा तन्वदस्व अनुपूर्वेण सिन्धिना सर्वसंशयान्.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Asha Mataji, please.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु। विदुर उवाच अन्तर्हिते भगवति ब्रह्मा लोहपितामहः प्रजाः ससर्ज कदिता तैः हीर्मानसीर्विभुः ये स मे भगवन् दृष्टाश् दिव्य अर्धा बहुवित्तमा तान् वदस्वानुपूर्व्येन सिन्धिन सर्वसंशयान्.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Lalita Devi Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisance. Vidura uvacha antarhite bhagavati brahmalokapitamaham prajak sasarja katidha daihikir manasir vibuhu ye cha me bhagavan prastasa tvayartha bahuvittamam tanvadasvan purvena chindinah sarva samshayan. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, please accept.
Very nice.
Please apologize if any mistakes I read.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Nicely recited. Devashish Prabhuji, please.
Krishna Prabhu. Vidura uvacha antarhite bhagavate brahmaloka pitamaha prajaha sharaja katidha dahir manishir vivuha echa me bhagavan prestas daya anta बहुर्भितमा ता वेदास पुरुषयाना चिंता नाशा सर्व समस्याना. Sorry.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Nicely done. Jai Mataji, please.
Yes, Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances. Vidura uvacha antarhite bhagavati brahmaloka pitamaha prajaha sasarja katidha daihikirmanasir vibhuhu ye cha me bhagavan prushtha tvaya artha bahuvittama तान् वदस्वानुपूर्वयेण चिन्तिनाः सर्वसंशयान्. Sorry, Prabhuji, my mistakes. Hare Krishna.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Prabhavati Sachi Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I'm so sorry. I'm
It's all right, Mataji. No worries. Thank you. Meena Mataji, please.
कृष्ण विदुरा उवाच अन्तर्हिते भगवती ब्रह्मालोकपितामहः प्रजा संसर्गतिदा देहि कीर्मानसि विभुः ये च मे भगवान् पृष्टा त्वयथा बहुवितं तान् वदस्वानुपूर्वेण सिन्धीन सर्वसंशयान्. हरे कृष्ण.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Usha Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna. Vidura Vacha Antarhite Bhagavati Brahmaloka Praja Sasarja Katita Dehi Kihi Manasir Vipuhu Ye Cha Me Bhagavan Ye Cha Me Bhagavan Prishtaha त्वयर्थ बहुवित्तमा तान् वदस्वानुपूर्वेण छिन्दिनः सर्वसंशयान् हरे कृष्ण
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Garinge Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Okay. Vidura Vacha Antarhite Bhagavate Brahmaloka Pitamaha Prajaha Sasarja Katida Daihi Kirmana Sarve Bhuhu ये च मे भगवान् पृष्ठास् त्वयर्था बहुवित्तमा तान् वदस्वानुपूर्वेण छिन्दिनाः सर्वसंशयान् हरे कृष्ण प्रभुजी
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Sanchita Mataji, please.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु विदुर उवाच अन्तर्हिते भगवति ब्रह्मालोकपितामहः प्रजाः ससर्ज कतिधा दैहिकीर्मानसे विभुः ये च मे भगवान् पृष्ठा त्वयर्थ बहुवित्तमा तान् वद स्वानुपूर्वेण छिन्दिः न सर्वसंशयान् हरे कृष्ण
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Okay, would you like to read the translation, Mataji, please?
Okay, thank you, Prabhu. Sri Vidura said, O great sage, please let me know how Brahma, the grandfather of the planetary inhabitants, created the bodies of the living entities from his own body and mind after the disappearance of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This one also, Prabhu.
Yes.
O greatly learned one, kindly eradicate all my doubts and let me know of all that I have inquired from you from the beginning to the end. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai. Thank you, Mataji. Okay, that is from Srimad Bhagavatam. We shall move to Srila Prabhupada's daily letter. So today letter to Ranadhira, February 16th, 1971, Gorakhpur. It is a small letter only. Can request Meena Mataji to read this letter, please.
Hare Krishna. My dear Randhira, please accept my blessing. I am in due receipt of your telegram received by me on 11th February 1971. Yes, I have all blessing for the happy marriage of Haldhara Prabhu and John Prabhu, so you may immediately do the needful in this regards. How are things going on there in Wittenberg? I have report that the temple there is doing very nicely and that our spiritually sky increase business is expanding in volume very rapidly. So please keep me informed. Our preaching work here in India is going on very nicely. Especially we are getting such good response to our live membership program. Have you initiated that program in Petersburg? It is very nice way to distribute our literatures and gain support for our movement, especially from the higher circle. Also, book distribution to the school libraries and various institutions is most important. So try and increase on this program more and more. Please offer my blessing to the other there, hoping this will meet you in good health. So, please offer my, your ever well wishes, Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai. Thank you, Mataji. Can you take your points, Mataji wanted to mention?
First of all, like Prabhupada ji's like blessing, the marriage was taken place like between Aldhara Prabhu and John Prabhu. So he just given his blessing towards that, and then he was asking that how is doing in Petersburg, and and he was And then he got the report that everything is going very nicely in that temple, like in Petersburg. So he's very pleased about that, and he was also mentioning that teaching work is going very nicely in India, and especially the life member, and all the responses getting very nicely for the life member. And then he was talking about the Petersburg that to do the book, regarding the book distributions, and all to the schools and library, and that will be very, it will be increased, so it will be very good to distribute the books in school and library, and this way our Krishna consciousness will be spread and all, and so, and yeah, so that's something my take.
Thank you, Mataji. Okay, nicely read and summarized these points. Okay, any other comments, dear devotees?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. It's just more a question. So I do understand that with when Prabhupada initiated ladies, the lady devotees, they used to be called Prabhus. Like our temple president at the manor is also called a Prabhu. But here the name John is has still stayed. So I was just surprised about that. Usually that first name changes as well, doesn't it?
So Mataji's, so this is to Ranadhira. But
yes, so the Prabhu for the lady, because she also must have been initiated by him. That's why they're called Prabhus, aren't they?
Haladhara Prabhu and John Prabhu. So here, two people, not two pairs. One is Haladhar Prabhu and his Mataji, John Prabhu and his Mataji.
But John is a lady's name. Unless it's...
Hare Krishna, it's Joanne. It's not John, not John. It's
okay,
Joanne.
Joanne.
Joanne is a female name, and yeah, so might be the wife is not initiated. And here also, we go to temple, like our Prabhus also, though we are not initiated, we're still called Prabhus and Matajis, right? So
no, I understand, but I was under the impression that the lady devotees who were initiated by Prabhupada, they are also called Prabhus.
No, Prabhu is meant for men.
Prabhu, yeah, I know we also had the same conception, but here in Manor, there are even Vishaka Mataji, as Mataji mentioned,
she's called
the
Prabhu.
president. It's the personal choice, because there was a time when some requested, they didn't want to be called Dasis, so they just wanted, or Devi or Dasi, so they requested, can we be called Prabhu? So Prabhupada said, why not? So because if you want, it can be done. I think in some of the letters is mentioned. So here, the temple president Vishaka, we used to say Mataji, but then somebody said no, Vishaka Prabhu. And so I was curious, and then I found it out. And there are many other devotees, like Prabhupada disciples, or later also, they want to be called Prabhus, and they are still addressed in manner as. Some want to be called by mother, not Mataji, because the English devotee is a fair skin, Mother Guru, like Kripamay Prabhu, his wife, Mother Guru Charana Padma. So she is Janvi Harrison's mother. So she wants to be called Mother Guru. So then she's called Mother Guru, not Guru Mataji. So like that. So they have preferences. So Prabhupada had mentioned that, the female devotees can also be called Prabhu. So I think you might not be aware of this. Yeah. So just wanted to mention that. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Yeah, but this is maybe the current practice. But do we have any scriptural references? So that is what, if you have got, kindly share with me later on, please, in the group.
Not from not from scripture, Prabhu, as such, but the female disciples of Prabhupada, they had like there's I mean not scripture, but yeah, Prabhupada's letters must be there or something must be there, because I've seen that reference. I don't have it, but we'll try to find out. There is a like one of the Prabhupada's letter or morning. I mean, Prabhupada has mentioned it's not from the Vedic scriptures, but from Prabhupada, it's the practice has been started. So.
Yeah, if any references, kindly share, Mataji, if it is okay.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen it a couple of years back when I also had the same, like when they used to call Vishaka Prabhu, I was thinking like, are they, what's the thing? And then I found out later, and Jai Mataji also mentioned the same thing. So I mean, it's not like I'm heard the wrong thing. It's the practice. Yeah.
Thank you, Mataji.
Yeah, one of my one of the facilitator is a mentee of Vishakha Prabhu, and she calls Prabhu as well to Vishakha Prabhu. That's why I know. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Mataji. Yeah, but it is for me it is new. But anyway, if you share the references, that would be very nice.
We will try and find out. Thank you. Yes.
Hare Krishna. Okay, any other comments, dear devotees? Okay, so that is from Srila Prabhupada's letter. And that is the book distribution to the schools that will make, that is the most important, that will make the Hare Krishna movement stronger and propagate. Okay, so that is from Prabhupada's letter. Okay, and from the announcements point of view, so today is Thursday evening. We have got 6:30 p.m. evening japa, and then 8 p.m. it is the Krishna book. Okay, these are our upcoming events. Okay, apart from that, I don't have any updates. And the devotees, if you have got any updates, kindly share. Otherwise, we shall conclude and continue with further japa.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
This Bhagavatam just we read from and the sloka. So in India and everywhere, they like everybody thinks like the Krishna is like Vishnu avatar, like it's form of Vishnu. But here Krishna is like God has explained that he's Brahma, and he has asked, but in India still have like concept about the Vishnu avatar. Because
Yes,
because maybe they have not read the Bhagavatam, but it's just following like that way.
Yes, Mataji, that is right. Because of the how it was propagated in the society, it bewilders. The Mayavada philosophy is spread in such a way that Krishna is hidden. So, of course, as long as they keep Vishnu, so I think there is no harm at the moment. But they need to know that curtain Maya Javani Kachanam that will be removed once they come to Krishna consciousness.
Yeah, but it was difficult to make understanding because it's just a bump, like I was just
Yes.
thinking about that, all of most of them.
Yes, Mataji. Even Patijnam Janinamapi, even though a learned person, by hearing those Mayavada information, he will fall down. Patityam Jnaninam Api. So this is Lord Shiva's statement to Parvati.
Okay.
Okay, so but that is once, as long as they keep Vishnu at least, and there's a supreme personality of Godhead, there is no harm.
Because
But
actually, it's the Krishna. Vishnu is the form of Krishna, isn't Krishna is the main first, and
yes,
then
Krishna is source of all incarnations.
yeah,
But
then
at least if they keep that mode in there, but in due course of time, they will get a chance to come to Krishna consciousness.
Mhm.
Thank you, Mataji.
Okay, thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay, so we shall conclude and continue with further japa. पंचकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यः एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णववृंद की जय,
जय
प्रभुपाद की जय।
जय
Hare Krishna conscious day, everyone.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.